This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Saturday is going to be a big day at Eckley Miners Village. Find out what's going on next. We did it. We made it to Friday. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. I'm Ken Cara, and I'm ready to read your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Hazleton man has resigned as the top officer of the Pennsylvania National Guard. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Governor Tom Wolf accepted the resignation of Major General James Joseph. The resignation comes 2 months after Joseph was placed on paid leave without explanation. Joseph was appointed to the post when Wolf took office. The investigation continues into a fatal Wednesday night fire in Hazleton. Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko tells us that the fire is still being listed as under investigation. 58-year-old Gordon Wanzer died and 2 others were injured when flames broke out at a rooming house at 104 East Mine Street. The investigation is being conducted by the Hazleton Fire Department, the State Police Fire Marshal, along with Hazleton Police. This Sunday marks the return of daylight saving time, and the American Red Cross is reminding you to turn and test. So as you turn your clocks ahead 1 hour when you go to bed Saturday night, you are also reminded to test your smoke alarms. According to the Red Cross, alarms should be on every level of your home, inside bedrooms and outside sleeping areas. Alarms should also be tested every month, and the battery should be replaced at least once a year. If you need a smoke alarm, contact the Red Cross at 1-800-42-CROSS, and they will install alarms as part of the nationwide home fire campaign. A doctor from Schuylkill County will spend up to 15 years in prison. 47-year-old Stephanie Tarapchak of Ashland was sentenced yesterday in Lackawanna County Court to 7.5 to 15 years in state prison, along with 6 months probation. She was found guilty last October of several charges, including the most serious crimes of drug delivery resulting in death and corrupt organizations, both first-degree felonies. A Hazel Township firm has received a zoning permit to install an automobile shredder. Attorney Conrad Felvello, who represents Cress Auto Wreckers, says construction will not resume until a land development plan is complete and legal challenges are resolved. Hazel Township officially issued the permit on March 2nd. Frank Skakowski, who lives near the proposed site, plans to challenge the permit. Back on December 8th, Skakowski filed a challenge in Luzerne County Court to the land use plan for the shredder. That plan was approved by Township supervisors. It's an event that features stories from the mines, a book signing, and more. Lisa Sugart has the details on Charter Day at Eckley Miners Village.
This Sunday is Charter Day at the Eckley Miners Village. Here to tell us all about it today, we have Morgan Pierce. She is the Education and Volunteer Coordinator, and also Bodie Morin, who is the Site Administrator. Bodie, tell everybody what exactly Charter Day means at Eckley Miners Village.
Well, Charter Day is the day that the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission celebrates the signing of the Pennsylvania Charter when it was granted, when the land of Pennsylvania was granted to William Penn. It's always the second Sunday in March, and all of the PHMC sites are open and free to the public.
So this is a big event at Eckley.
It is. It's our really first event of the season, and because the weather can be iffy in March, we tend to show films and go with indoor activities.
All right. Now, speaking of those indoor activities, what are some of the events taking place this Sunday?
So at 1:30, we're going to have this singing group, the Sarah Sisters, in. And then at from 1 to 3, we'll also have a book signing by Pasco Shivo in our gift shop. And then at 2, we'll be showing a special presentation of the film Stories from the Mines by Greg Mikowski.
Wow, so that sounds really interesting. So this is a great event. You're hoping a lot of people come on out. What time will it be taking place?
Well, doors open at noon. The Sarah Sisters will go on at 1:30, and then the film will be presented by Greg Mikowski starting at 2 o'clock.
All right. So now you're adding some new things at Eckley as well. We want people to come out this Sunday, but there's a lot of things happening, and you're planning some great ideas coming up.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about it at Sunday with everybody that comes out, but we're going to be changing up some of our programming this year. So for Patchtown Days, we're going to start focusing on specific ethnicities. So this year it's going to be the Slovak Festival, and we're going to focus on music, food, and traditions of that community that as they were played out at Eckley. We're also going to have our 1940s weekend in the second weekend of August, and then we'll have our traditional Halloween programming. We may also add a small Civil War programming sometime in the fall as well. Then we'll have Christmas in December.
Okay. as the education coordinator at Eckley. How important is it to preserve what has happened at Eckley and to let the public know about it?
Well, I mean, preserving our history and culture are always two very big things. And I think that's one of the great things about our new format for Slavic Days. We're presenting the same history, but we're also giving it kind of a new flair to try to really focus on one culture specifically and get a lot of information about that. And then the next year we can present a whole new culture. So it keeps things fresh, and it also really helps present different aspects of history that we wouldn't always talk about.
I think that's a great idea. I wish you success with the new things happening. But again, this Sunday is taking place Charter Day. We want you to come out. If you need more information, you can call 570-636-2070. Go to eckleyminersvillage.com, and they're also on Facebook.
Thanks, Lisa. St. Patrick's Day is next Thursday, March 17th, but some communities in our area will be celebrating this weekend. The annual Scranton St. Patrick's Day Parade will step off at 11:45 a.m. tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Pottsville will host its annual St. Patty's Day Parade starting at 11 a.m. And on Sunday, it's the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade starting at 2 p.m. Also this weekend, guess who's hopping down the Bunny Trail straight to the Laurel Mall? It's the Easter Bunny, and he will arrive at the Laurel Mall tomorrow at 1 p.m. Look for the 1968 convertible Mustang and follow the parade into the mall with the Fabergé Follies. And remember, the Bunny will be available daily for photos at the newly remodeled Center Court. So swing into spring with the Easter Bunny's arrival tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Laurel Mall. School security will be the topic tonight for a brand new episode of In Depth with host Rick Morelli. Rick is joined by Hazleton Area School District Vice President Vinnie Zola and District Security Director Ed Harry. Tune in tonight at 8:30 p.m. on SSPTV and check your local listings for additional dates and times. Coming up next on FYI, I have the weekend forecast, and Chris Barkanik will introduce us to two more animals up for adoption at the Hazleton Animal Shelter. In sports, we'll talk with U.S. Congressman Lou Barletta about his experience throwing out the first pitch at a Yankees-Red Sox spring training game in Florida.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
If a wedding is in your future, we have an event for you. Don't miss the Sand Springs Bridal Show this Sunday, March 13th from 1 to 4 p.m. There is no charge to attend, and the bridal show is open to all brides who are already booked at Sand Springs, as well as brides interested in learning more about the venue and the Celebrations Ballroom. The event will feature vendors, prizes, complimentary hors d'oeuvres, and more. That's the Sand Springs Bridal Show this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at Celebrations at Sand Springs, 10 Clubhouse Drive in Drums. No RSVP is needed. For more information, call 788-5845 extension 3.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It's always a good day at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds. We have some news about the Bloomsburg Fair that we'll share with you next week on FYI. But hey, let's do the weather now. Here's your local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear. We will have a low around 33 degrees. On our 4-day outlook, Saturday looks super with sunny skies with a high near 58 degrees. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 43. On Sunday, 30% chance of showers. Our high will be 56 degrees. Sunday night, rain is likely and our low will be 43. On Monday, 50% chance of showers and it will be cloudy with a high near 51. Monday night, 50% chance of showers again, low of 46 degrees. On Tuesday, the chance of showers sticks around. We have a 30% chance. Our high will be near 60. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 46.
Did you know that the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce has 2 upcoming seminars that are wonderful for small businesses in our area? Here to tell us all the details, Leanne Falabelle, the Vice President of Marketing for the Chamber. Thanks for coming in, Leanne. What's happening?
Thanks for having us, as always. And yes, we do have 2 seminars that are coming up. The first one is going to be on Thursday, March 17th. And it is real IT defense training for businesses. Again, this is geared towards small businesses. And the topic is phishing scams and how to protect yourself, your identity, your credit card information, and all of your online material from those potential threats that are out there.
Well, that's important for everybody.
Yes, and it's going to be held on Thursday, March 17th. It's only a 2-hour program from 9:30 until, well, actually a 1.5-hour program from 9:30 until 11. It's right at our chamber office, and the cost is only $10 for members and $15 for non-members.
Okay, so if they want to sign up for that, you need them to sign in advance?
Yeah, they can just go right ahead and register online for either of the seminars. You can go to our calendar of events, hazeltonchamber.org, and go to the dates, and they can register right online, or they can simply call our office.
All right, and now you have another one on emailing.
Yes, and that one is, this is a really good program for people that are not currently doing email marketing. It's exactly how to get started with email marketing, and specifically using the program Constant Contact, which we actually use at the Chamber, which is a really, really great tool to use and get the word out via email to our membership, and really for any businesses to use. So this program is going to specifically tell you how to get started with email marketing, how to import your contacts, how to set up the account, how to use the templates, really a step-by-step instructional seminar. Even if you're using email marketing and the Constant Contact program, or really any of them, because they're kind of all similar, this is going to be, beneficial for you. I'm actually going to sit in on this program as well, because you can never really, know too much about marketing your business.
And the date and time for that?
That one is going to be held on Thursday, March 24th, and that's from 9 until 11 at our chamber office again.
Okay, and if they have any questions, the number they should call?
570-455-1509. And again, more information and just more details, bullet points on either of these seminars, just go to hazeltonchamber.org, click on our calendar of events, and then you can go to the dates and find those 2 events.
All right, hope you have a nice turnout. Take advantage of these wonderful seminars being offered by the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks again, Lisa. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 208, pick 3 884, pick 4 3383, and pick 5 76560. Here's Chris at the Hazelton Animal Shelter.
Hello again, and here I have with me Cassie. Cassie is an approximately 1-year-old Brussels Griffon Terrier mix who just came to us recently and has been vaccinated but is still waiting to be spayed and tested for heartworm and Lyme disease. Because she's up to date on her rabies shot, she's free to do meet and greets if anybody considering adopting her already has a dog at home. Of course, we're not sure what she's like with them personality-wise yet. Cassie is very affectionate. She's more affectionate than she is playful, so although being a younger dog, she does need some yard time, some walks, and of course plenty of playtime, she would prefer to spend most of her time in her adopter's arms. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I am with Bonnie. Bonnie is an approximately 6-month-old domestic shorthair with a really attractive tabby pattern, as you can see. Bonnie is very affectionate, loves to be petted, and is a total lap cat, but she does not like to be picked up and held. For that reason, we recommend Bonnie for somebody who does not have smaller children. However, she does get along perfectly well with the other cats here, so we think she'd adjust fine in a home that already has cats. Like all of our cats, Bonnie has already been spayed, tested for feline leukemia and FIV and come up negative, and she has been vaccinated against rabies and distemper. That's it for today, so if anybody's interested in adopting Cassie, Bonnie, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Rebuilding the football program at Hazelton Area High School takes talent and leadership, and Joey Basic provided both for the Big HA in 2015. The Cougars went 4-6 in 2015, including a Week 1 upset over Coughlin on the road. That was a big improvement over their 1-9 season in 2014. Basic played linebacker and wide receiver at Hazelton Area, and thanks to his efforts, he'll be playing at the college level next season for Wilkes University. He likes the school's new coach, Trey Brown, and the family atmosphere he's creating. Here's what the Colonels like about Basic.
He liked that how athletic I was and just the way I moved. He believes that I could, develop more and become a solid player up at Wilkes for him.
Where will you be playing? Wide receiver, cornerback?
They don't know yet what side of the ball I'm going to be playing. I might be playing D-back or wide receiver. Right now they're looking at me as a wide receiver, but I also might be going as a D-back.
What do you remember from Hazleton area? A moment, something from your career, a highlight?
I remember my sophomore year when we were playing home against East Stroudsburg, and we were down late in the game. We needed 6 points to score, and I got the fumble at the 16-yard line. That's probably one of my most favorite moments.
Basic also likes the emphasis on academics by Coach Brown. He plans on majoring in criminology, the psychology and sociology aspects of crime. Congressman Lou Barletta threw out the first pitch at a Yankees-Red Sox spring training game last Saturday. He threw a laser from the mound to the plate. Barletta is a pretty good baseball player. He even had a tryout with the Cincinnati Reds, but people were worried that he might have bounced the pitch in front of a sold-out crowd at Steinbrenner Stadium in Tampa Bay.
Assistant Public Relations Director for the Yankees tried to talk me into throwing in front of the mound because he thought I couldn't reach. And he said, no, you don't want to bounce it. Whatever you do, don't bounce it. And I said, no, I come from northeastern Pennsylvania. If they see me throwing in front of the mound, they'll make fun of me. I got to pitch from the mound. He said, well, it's a big mistake. You're making a big mistake. The last one to do that was Donald Trump, and he threw it right into the ground. And 10,000 people yelled, "You're fired."
I talked more with Congressman Lou Barletta about the first pitch and baseball in general, and you can see that full interview on an upcoming episode of Out of Left Field. Let's dash to the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard now. Jimmy Hoffman has won 2 bouts at the PIAA Wrestling Championships in the 132-pound bracket AAA. He's in the quarterfinals now and chasing a state medal. In the AA Championships, Tamaulipas Tanner McHugh is still alive in the consolation bracket. He'll face Saucon Valley's Jonas Stitch in the 3rd round there. 2 Spartans are still wrestling. Brady McItavage and CJ Steinhilber are both in the 2nd round of their consolation brackets, representing North Schuylkill. The Penn State Hazleton softball team finished their time in Florida with a win over Iowa Wesleyan. Vanessa Michael had a 3-run homer for Penn State Hazleton in the victory. I'm done talking about sports, but Ron Marchetti has a few things to say. Here's Short Shots.
High school basketball quarterfinals tonight and tomorrow, and conference championships in the NCAA this weekend before March Madness begins on Thursday. Hi, everybody. On this March 11th, this is Short Shots. So let's recap this past week. The Hazel Area Lady Cougars campaign ended last Friday night at Crestwood to a very talented and tall Neshaminy team, 50-41. The Lady Cougars led at half 20-13, but were outscored 19-3 in the 3rd and 37-20 in the 2nd half. Gavial's Gals finished the championship season at 21-4 while capturing the WVC title and the District 2 4A crown. Mackenzie Yori was the game's highest scorer with 20, while finishing her high school career with 1,326 points, 4th all-time high at Hazelton area, with 2 WVC MVP awards. Hazelton area Lady Cougar swimmer Morgan O'Hara won a district gold medal in Wilkes-Barre in the 100-yard freestyle. Also, Marion's Kate Krasinski, a junior, was named outstanding swimmer at the District 11 2A championships at Portland High School for winning 2 gold medals last weekend in the 50-yard freestyle and the 100-yard backstroke. And Marion freshman Danny Berlitz also grabbed 2 golds in the relays and the 500-yard freestyle. Cougar wrestlers Chris Lasecki and Jimmy Hoffman advanced last weekend to this weekend at the States in Hershey. Hoffman won twice yesterday. Congrats to them and the 3 swimmers, and good luck. Other interesting school playoff notes. The Neshaminy girls beat Upper Dublin 53-35. Not exactly thrilling news since they ended the Lady Cougar season. The 24-1 Newman Goretti girls crushed Minersville, who was 28-0 by 38 points, 71-33. And the Goretti boys smothered 26-2 Scranton Prep by 42, 113-71. The mercy rule kicked in. Mother of God. Prep gave the Cougars their 3rd loss this season in Game 8. The Pottsville boys, who were 28-0, lost by 7 to Lower Moreland, and Holy Redeemer is still alive, but they played Goretti, who just clobbered Minersville by 38, who beat Redeemer earlier in the season. And there's defending state champions. What else? Peyton Manning retired after 18 NFL seasons. He won 5 MVP awards and played in 4 Super Bowls, winning 2. Tennis star Maria Sharapova failed the drug test, placing her future in doubt. The Yukon Lady Huskies winning streak has reached 69, They're 32-0 this season, and the Washington Redskins released RG3. Channel 13 has just released me. Until Monday, till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news first. Tonight, happy 78th birthday to Susan Pavick of Highland. Love from John, Patty, Kate, Pete Jr., Rosie, grandchildren, Otis, and Bear. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, the Hazleton Rotary Club will be holding a night at the races Saturday, April 16th at the J.J. Farrar Performing Arts Center, 212 West Broad Street in downtown Hazleton. Doors open at 6 p.m. with festivities beginning at 6:30. You must be 21 years or older to attend. And one more quick announcement. Hazleton Public Transit is announcing there will be no bus service Easter Sunday, March 27th. All service will resume on Monday, and all HPT offices will be closed Friday through Monday. For info, just call 570-459-5414. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Craig L. Wallen of Drums. Funeral is March 19th at noon from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call from 9 a.m. to noon. Francis J. Falatko of Freeland. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Bernard J. Simkovich of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Priscilla K. Heffernan, formerly of Hazleton. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the St. Gabriel's Church. Friends may call at the church from 9 to 10 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. And Andrew J. Soltis Jr. of Hazel Township. Funeral is Monday at 10 a.m. in the St. Joseph's Church. Friends may call at the church from 9 to 10 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Joan Ann Billig of Tamaqua. Joan Ann, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Remember to spring ahead this weekend. Remember Charter Day at Eckley on Sunday starting at noon. And remember to take it easy. We'll see you again on Monday.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.